Hi everyone, I am back for another session of Journal with me, and this time we're going to use some really awesome goodies from Cora Lee's sponsorship for my upcoming Dutch pen show. So today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to be wearing the Ray-Ban as well because I'll be walking to and fro to where I've laid out all the materials for the workshop. And my challenge today is basically to create a spread using the items that was gifted for the workshop. All right, let's walk around now. So this is where all the materials are. And I'm going to just start picking little things that I think will be useful. Okay, there are lots of PET tapes, so let's have a look at what I can use here. Ooh, this looks really fun. Okay, I'm gonna just not overwhelm it. I'm trying to stick to a travel inspired fabrics. Yeah, I want to stick to a travel inspired spread. So nothing too crazy. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? Okay. And maybe some paper products. I know she gifted some vellum. Oh, there we go. Vellum, and so I've picked these up. I may not use all of them, but this is just where I'm heading. Let me see if there's anything else I can find that will suit. Okay, I don't want to use too many things because I'm still saving it for the workshop. Like, these are so gorgeous, but it won't be enough for all 50, so I'm going to have to split it up and kind of cut it out a little bit so everyone gets a little bit of something. Okay, and let's see what we have. Okay, we have some travel inspired themes here. I'm not going to use all. Like I said, I'll just probably cut up 1 or 2 pieces. But yeah, if I feel like I need more items, I'll just walk back over and get more. I think we're good right now. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, putting my glasses down, I'm going to start a new spread. So this was a spread I did last time, and now I'm just going to continue. It's going to have a different theme. I always like to clip things down. My journals are very bulky, as you can imagine. So I'm just going to try and put things down. Can you see that? Okay. A cup of coffee. Are you having any beverage? Let me know in the comment section. I like that we're virtually journaling together, or if you're just watching, that's fine too. So I'm going to just start with this Paint On Multi-Techniques paper. As you know, this is like my favorite. So you might be wondering, what are you using this paper for, right? I have plans. I think I have plans. There is something else that I wanted to use, but I don't know where it is. Wait, let me get it. Alright, so I want to use some foam stickers, and you'll understand why later. But let's just start unraveling this gorgeous PET tape. Oof. So if you're not aware, Cora Lee is a stationery designer, and she owns like a retail shop. Cora Lee, if you're watching, congrats on your new shop. She doesn't just sell stationery, she designs her own stationery as well. And she has a retail outlet, which is amazing. You know how difficult it is to have an on-ground store these days. And then, yeah, look at this. Wow, look at this. Look at the PET tape. Amazing, so pretty. Oh gosh, okay. We're gonna have fun for sure. Off the cusp, there is a rubber stamp that she sent over that I think would work really well. I love this like window kind of stamp. Even this, I can just cut out the, my gosh, it's so cool. I can just cut out the object in the middle and make it into a frame. Let me see, how do I open this? Do I need to cut it? Oh no, I don't. There we go. So this is an acrylic stamp. Look at that, how beautiful. Wow. Okay, so now very quickly I've identified amongst all these materials that I've picked out, I've identified that this stamp would likely be like the focal image. So now I'm just seeing which frame would be better. This is really nice. It's almost like I could use that as a heading, right? And I'll save this for another time. So yes, back to the Dutch Pen Show. It is a two-day weekend event, and I am hosting 2 workshops, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. I will include the dates in the caption in case you are wondering whether you can make it or not. I know it's like in Utrecht in Netherlands, so it's not the most convenient for you to get there, especially if you're coming from overseas. But if you're already in Europe, I think it's quite accessible. So if you want to join, you're most welcome to. Oh my gosh, I love. Actually, oh, it would be so cool if this whole spread is just trains, and because I do have to take a train from Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam to Utrecht, although it's quite fast. Apparently it's only half an hour, but I think this is fitting. Alright, I'm sorry, right? Like I told you, I'm very rusty with my YouTube videos. I'm not used to talking because on Instagram I'm just, yeah, quietly putting pages and crafting. So this, just bear with me, it's going to take me a while to get back into the flow, but I'm so grateful for all the love you guys have shown me, all the sweet comments and messages. Okay, I'm going to move this away for now because I'm going to need to stamp. Okay. Let's see. I need more space. I'm going to move my tools out. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I will need my... Now, you know what? I was going to be lazy, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to use my stamping platform. Just because I really don't want to waste time and material. If you're going to do it right. Move this out. Okay. Normally I use black for my stamping, but I think for the purpose of today, I'm going to use a brown stamp pad. Alright, one of the first things I'm going to have to do is switch it over to the clear side, which is this side. going to make sure that there's enough paper at the back to just use one of the packaging that came with it. I'm going to just put this behind. Hopefully it's not too thick. Just put it behind so that there's enough foam. Not foam, but enough padding, right? So that it doesn't... it's not sticking down properly. Maybe I'll just, yeah, this way. This way. And hopefully one time will do. Eeks! Alright, I think that is pretty solid. As in, it's very secure. Now for the moment of truth. I haven't used this stamp pad in a while, but it does seem like it's inking. And that's the beauty of this stamping platform, that if it doesn't ink properly... Ooh, that's from today? Oh dear, no, we have to wipe it down. I don't want it to stain the rest of my paper. Alright, here goes. Okay, the beauty of this platform is that if it doesn't stamp properly, we can go back again. Okay, it did not stamp properly on the sides, so I'm just gonna redo it, but everything else seems okay. Oh dear, why? What am I doing wrong? So I've removed the packaging underneath, and we're going to see whether we have better luck this time round. Okay, let's go. Awesome. Okay, success. 2 times the charm. Let's move this out of the way. I'm going to clean this later. Okay. Stamping platform definitely works a lot better with the rubber stamps as opposed to silicone stamps. And then now I'm going to kind of cut it out. Let's see where it takes us. So you know how I had one here just now that didn't turn out quite well? I have an idea to salvage it. Sometimes things really don't work out for a good reason. And sometimes the outcome really depends on your state of mind. Okay. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out areas which I feel can provide like a dimensional depth. Sorry, it's taking me so long to finish one sentence because I'm really trying to concentrate. And I'll be really honest with you, as much as it's nice to sit here and share my process and even though fussy cutting is very relaxing for me, I need to be in a meditative state. I can't really focus when I have to like talk and explain at the same time, so I'm still getting used to multitasking like this. Because for me, crafting, it's not performative. I find this a bit performative, you know, like there is a pressure of time, the outcome. But it's good practice for me because I do want to do more sharing sessions. I don't like to gatekeep. Oh no, I cut it in too much. Oh dear. Okay, you know what? Never mind. This is what I mean. I can't concentrate. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to stamp it one more time on the extra paper, like here, just for that circle that I marked up. I know you're a bit confused right now, like what's she doing? What's Tersh doing? Okay, here we go. You'll see soon enough what I'm trying to do. Sometimes I don't know what I'm trying to do. But yeah. So yeah, I was saying that I find like creating content sometimes a bit performative, you know, because I feel like I don't have time to stop and think. Like I just need to do and get to the end goal. But journaling, and I would say this is more art journaling and scrapbooking, it's very organic for me in the sense that, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I just follow my intuition. I just know the techniques that I want to use. Those are good knowledge, and that's what my workshops are about. I don't teach people how to scrapbook like me. I mean, if you want to, that's great, but I'm doing it more to teach the techniques rather than the style, because I think style is very individualistic and very subjective to you, right? So okay, so you can kind of see where I'm going at the moment, or maybe not, but basically I've cut out the sections which I feel will be able to give this piece some depth. So yeah, I know I have my journal like out already, but most of the time it's getting the pieces ready before actually doing it. So now I'm just cutting out the main piece. I'm very excited about cutting the frame. I can't wait to see what it looks like without the frame inside. I don't know what I'm going to put inside yet. Therein lies the challenge as well. So now we have card. Can you see it? So now you have the card. I have the pieces there, which we will use later. And let's lock it in again so that the color and the focus doesn't run off. Okay, now we cut the inside. Yeah. So the trick with fussy cutting, especially with a blade, is that instead of trying to move your hand too much, it's actually easier to move the paper. So for example, now I'm like this, going straight down. So I'm going to move the paper to an angle, and then I'm going to move it back to the other angle, and I keep cutting. Instead of trying to, move the blade, which is very tricky, especially if your paper is too thin or too thick. Sometimes you snag, or worse, sometimes you cut yourself. And I wouldn't be too worried about being super precise at this point, because you can always go back and like cut it again. But I just want to be as close to the line as possible, because it's easier to undercut than overcut. You can still salvage it if you undercut it, but once you overcut, you lose the detail, you lose that element, and it'd be very hard to undo it or camouflage that mistake. Okay, so satisfying. This is so satisfying when it comes off, like, oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, so now I can see that there's a little bit more to go. See how easy it is to then after that go back with the blade and trim it down. Ta-da! Very pleased. Nice. And you know me, I love a good distress, so I'm going to go in with my blending tool and just give it a bit of vignette on the side. So that it doesn't look too new. Just to cover the edge. Another reason why I like this paper actually is that some paper where it's, I don't know what is the term for it, coated with color, so when you cut you can actually see the white in between, but this is not actually white. Even if you cut through it, it's still like the same color as the surface, which is like a bit like cream brown. Yeah, okay, just slightly, not too much. And I'm also going to do the same thing for these pieces that I've cut out previously. And for this, I'm going to go a little bit heavier because I want it to pop out more. I want to give it that accent. The tiny ones are the tricky ones. Almost impossible to do it without getting any ink on your fingers. But you know what? Getting ink on your fingers is just proof that you made something today. It's just a mark of creativity, and that is why my hands are always inky. Alright, I think that is enough. Okay, so this is where my foam stickers are going to come in handy. I know they're a lot bigger, but that's what the scissors are for. So what I'm going to do is cut it into sections. Okay, that's the problem with no nails, is also solved by tweezers. There we go. So these are double-sided foam stickers. I find it really handy when I'm just trying to create dimensions. And the most important part when putting down foam stickers is to have the edges glued down with the foam instead of putting in the middle, because then it will fall as in collapse. So here we have the first one going in. I know it's a bit tough looking at it now because it is not a close-up, but it's okay. I will show you a close-up when it's done. Okay, let's Just make sure it's properly aligned. It's okay, let it look as if it's floating just above. Okay. You can get smaller foam stickers as well. These are pretty big, but you can get smaller ones and even like tiny squares or tiny circles. I don't mind cutting mine into pieces because I like to have option of it being much bigger, and then trimming down. Oh no, okay, you know what, this is not working. I need to cut a new circle. I mean, cut a new piece. Okay. They are so sticky. Alright, this should do. You know, I've seen other content creators, they have multiple camera setups and they have like close-up, wide shots, angled shots, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it takes a village. You would need like either a lot of equipment or someone to help. Or maybe it's just the more you do, the easier it gets, and then you can just plan all these complicated shots as you go. For me, I'm going to try to keep it simple with just one flat lay shot from above. Even using like a Ray-Ban in between is already like kind of throwing me off because I have to like wear it whenever I walk around. Okay, so let me show you a close-up. This is what it looks like. And it looks subtle, but trust me, when you touch it, you can feel it. You can see the shadow, you can see that it's overlapping. And it becomes more captivating visually. Okay, let's go back to our full screen view. Okay, I craft like I cook. I like to clean as I go. So excuse me as I just clear my table a little bit so that I have more space to work. Okay, so I have a frame now. I'm going to decide what do I want to put behind that frame. So this is vellum and sticker set. Ooh, that means it's already a sticker if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Wow. Oh, cool. How vintage is that? Oh, I really love this. It's almost like a scene, right? I can see how that guy so nicely just fits in there. This might be it. Yeah. It could also be text, and I could cut him out and then he would also pop out. So multi-dimensional layering is always fun. Let's see what else we have here. I might change my mind if I find something else. Wow, this is so gorgeous. This would make amazing backgrounds. So this is a sticker vellum, and then she has paper pieces here. So you have a choice between using it for transparency or as a background. So like a really good quality paper. It's not flimsy at all, it's thick. That's why I thought it was part sticker. Anyway, okay, I think we have a winner here. I don't want to overthink. I know I keep saying that. My mantra is do not overthink. So this is really nice. I like this guy. Actually, makes sense. Maybe the guy should just be the paper because it's already thick and I don't need it for transparency. So I'll find the same image, then I'll cut up the guy. Just go for it. Okay. See what I mean about moving the paper and not your hands? When you're cutting, it's so much easier to adjust the paper to your angle. Okay, here we go. So I have the dude. So we can make him sticking out a little bit from the background. So you get the text, and then you get the guy. There we go. Okay. What else do we have? We have the PET tape from just now. So let me just move things around again. Space is getting a bit full and messy as usual. If I put him in here, or maybe I should put him here because I think so. You know what? Be really nice to kind of use the rest of the page around to give it some harmony. So it's not a standalone. So what I'll do now is I'll just cut out a bit here. I'm betting I'm better at showing than at telling. Does that make sense? I'm better at demonstrating than instructing. So we have the background here. I'm just going to make sure that we cut it a little bit more so that the sides are hidden, because I want it to look like one piece. Okay. Can you hear my neighbors renovating the space? Oh my gosh, it's so loud. So loud. Anyway. Okay, yeah, we have this piece now. So what I'm going to do is I still need to stick this down to this paper. So I'm going to use my trusty double-sided tape. Actually, I've just started using this DJI Mic Mini, and it's just a small, very compact and portable mic to record better sound. And it's really loud, this construction work, but I'm wondering if I can hear it on the video later, because I'm using some noise cancelling thing. I'm not sure if I turn on the noise cancelling feature, but I hope I did. I guess we'll only find out once this video goes up. This is what it is to live in a communal condominium apartment thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut the sides off a bit. Still showing. Okay, the reason why I want to hide this is because look at that, it's been scribbled. So maybe just to hide the scribble. Now is the magic of removing the sticker sheet and putting it down. Ooh, it's super sticky. Oops, I can't adjust it anymore, but it's okay. Thankfully it's okay. Okay, then we have this guy. I think it's coming out a bit too much. I'm gonna cut off the bottom a little bit more and then distress the side a little bit so you can see the white part of the paper. I think that works. I don't think I need to lift it more because he's already coming out a little bit from the frame, so that is the point, to just make it a bit more dimensional. Put him in there. It's like this guy who's traveling to the next destination, although he looks a bit grim. Okay, so now we have some remaining parts of that huge sticker sheet that I cut out. I'm gonna throw this away first. Okay. I like that there's this map. And the map could sit somewhere else. My gosh, this is really a pretty PET tape, I have to say. It's how fun. I love vintage and like style stickers and paper, and sometimes it doesn't have to be super vintage. Like this is quite whimsical, you know, very colorful. Doesn't have to be vintage, doesn't have to be dull, doesn't have to be like a dirty muddy brown all the time. So I think I want to use this here, maybe going to just cut out the silhouette a bit, but I like tearing as well, so I might just do that. Oh, it's hard to, oh, yes you can, yes you can. Okay, just gonna see whether I can do this without ruining. Okay, great. So I love decorating the edges, so this is awesome. Yeah. And then now I'm just going to cut around it. Woo! Chitty chatty. Need me some coffee. So now I'm just going to cut the side off. The excess sticker. Cut it out. Tricky. I think because my scissors is already sticky from cutting other things just now. I'm gonna need to wipe out the excess glue. You have to be so careful with these scissors from Tim Holtz. They are surgical grade scissors, so they will cut your little pinky off if you're not careful. I dropped my pair of scissors once and it literally landed on the ground. Straight up, like it went poof, right next to my toe. So yeah, I could have lost the toe. Who said that scrapbooking is safe, right? I mean, you could burn yourself with a heat gun, you could burn a house down with, like, when you're making wax seals, you could cut yourself while like cutting ropes or paper or anything that requires something sharp. So yeah, be careful, be careful. Let's see the other. Let's see this. This is all about documents. How do I remove this? Oh, I have a phone call. Hello?
Hello, selamat tengah. Ini bisnis aku.
Yes?
Saya topik dari DHL. Ada satu parcel daripada Japan nak hantar kat rumah.
Ya, boleh letak di parcel room.
Boleh letak di parcel room, eh?
Ya. Okay,
Alright.
thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I have a delivery. Look at that. Back to the PET tape. Look. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of science notes. My friend Dennis. My friend Dennis. She would love this. Alright, back to where we were. Let's keep going. I know we said that it's going to be travel themed, but I really like this academia look. I love this table here, and maybe I can put stacks of books on top. So let's see. Let's just try. Well, it's not really trying anymore because I have to make a decision, and I have decided, yes, I'm going to put the table right here. Nice. These books would look awesome here. Look at that. Okay, here's where my papers come in again. Okay, I'm gonna use this. I want to give it a dimensional look, so I'm going to stick the books on this paper. Let's roll this away. Let's put the blade away before I cut myself. Where was it? Okay, just here maybe. Yeah, so you know, there's so many ways that you can use your PET tape. PT tape doesn't have to be just a tape. It's not something that you have to apply directly on a surface. You can always create more dimensions from it, like what I'm doing now. And remember, you can take away the gloss of a PT tape very easily actually. You can use the Distress Collage Medium by Tim Holtz and Ranger, and just use a little sponge and go over the top, and it will mattify any glossy surface. So if I put okay, you know what? Let's mattify it first. What a mess, what a mess, what a hot mess. Take the edge of, okay, so this is hard already. All I do is like cut off the layer and I have it a fresh piece again. I'll dip it in just lightly and then apply it over the glossy area, and it's almost immediate, like voila. So easy, so satisfying, quick and painless. I always have a tub of this collage medium right next to me. Can use it as glue as well. Like, it's so versatile. But I'm not using it as glue today because I want to give it dimension. Two. And then in the middle. Okay. Okay, before that though, before I glue it down, I feel like it needs something. Look at that, look at that. It's like opening a box of chocolate. But look at the foiling on the cover, on the box. Wow. Wow, wow, wee. Okay, I'm going to use... Oh my gosh, this is such a fantastic set. So packed in. Wow, look at that. So pretty. So I'm going to use this behind so you can see it peek out a little bit. Now, you see how my journal is not flat? This is a little trick that I use. I put a cardboard, and it's a pretty strong cardboard, right behind. Okay. Before I stamp. So let's see, let's use a black stamp for this. Yeah, let's use black. If you're not sure about the stamp placement before you stamp, you can always trace the outline just a little bit, just so you know where you want to land. Okay, wow, you can really see the ink. Let me see, on the stamp. so you know if there's any uneven patches. I really love that. I really love that about this stamp. Okay, so so now that I know where the book is, I'm just gonna go a little bit above it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Peel off the stickers. Okay. And then position, position, position. Put it somewhere here. It's on top of the table. Maybe the sides I could. This is a beautiful stamp as well from the Academia set. Just to have it all the way down here. Yeah, so partial stamping. A bit here. Okay. One thing that I always try to do when I'm stamping is to make sure that the sides are not compromised. And when I say sides, I mean this pesky sides. It's going to leave a really unsightly mark on the page. No thanks. Okay, just there. Yeah, just wanted a little bit. What else? I can put a little bit. No, I think that's it. Okay, leave it. Leave it. Don't overthink it. I'm gonna wash it off a little bit. Just a quick wipe down with the other stamp as well. I really take care of my stamps. Like, I want my stamps to last a long time, so. Okay, what else do we have here that we can use? That would make sense. Oh my god, look at this. This lamp candlelight fixture is so pretty. I'm going to use this. Yes, yes, yes. You don't even have to overthink it. Just love at first sight. Let's take it out. Okay. Oh my lord. Precious. How nice is that? Okay, we have some fabric here. I should thought about this before, like just now before I started, but I forgot. You know how I love using pieces of fabric, right? So I think this one has been like tie-dyed. I love it when the strings just kind of like unravel it on its own. I'm just going to use a little bit of it. Part of the workshop is also about creating texture. This is for the workshop on Saturday. On Sunday, the workshop is more on like laying out the page, choosing your hero image, like how I did with this. I knew that would be one of the focals. But you know, this is also a good contender. But yeah, I love creating texture in unexpected ways. See, even if it's like here, And maybe what I can do is I can stamp it. Okay. Think less. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my goodness. This it's time to replace my ink pad. It's like really falling apart. Okay. Wow, look at that. Wait, let me give you a close-up. How pretty. You see it? I'm going to use the collage medium, I think. Just going to apply at the back. Okay. Hopefully the ink stays. Nice. Nice. I can add a little bit here as well. Right? But it looks a bit random to just have a bit of the cloth here. So what can I do? What can I do? How can I make it part of? I could staple it. I don't know whether it'll stick, but I could. Or I can make it part of a cluster. So a cluster is basically something with a key image or like a small ephemera cluster. See, that's pretty too. It's like a small ephemera cluster that you can make separately and then attach it. So I want to distress first. I think today's spread is very dark academia rather than travel. Okay, where is my stapler? I need to staple this. Okay, I haven't used this stapler for a long time. Oh, it doesn't even have. Oh no, wait, it does. Okay, great, and it's a copper one too. Awesome. It's my fancy stapler. Let's hope it works. I think I'm going this way. Oh, it's silver, it's not copper. I don't know why I thought it was copper. I thought I saw copper. That's weird. Okay, never mind. It's done. Move, move, everything move. Okay. But now I have this ugly like silver thing on top. Not ideal. Let's see if I can hide it somehow. Okay, what if I put the key over it? Yeah, what if I put a key over it? Symbolically, it can be like, you know, key to the world. I can also create like a transparency thing. So this was a sticker from the back of the vellum paper, the sticker paper, sorry, what do you mean? The sticker sheet, which is a non-adhesive. So I've put the PET tape over it, and I think what I want to do is have it transparent. So it's not going to be glued down, it's going to be dimensional again. But this time it's transparent. And let's see how I can make it look like it's floating above. It might not hide the stapler entirely, but at least it can beautify it or distract it just slightly. Maybe I can cut a really thin slither of the foam. This might or might not work. Only one way to find out. Okay, maybe I'll just put it on the stapler itself. Okay. All right, let's go. How does that look? It's a bit glossy now, so I'm going to need to use the collage medium to mattify it, but I think it looks good. Okay. Let's dab a little bit. Probably should have done that before, but okay, it'll still work, just a little bit messier. And what I love about the collage medium is that it will dry clear. So even if you apply it a bit gunky, it's fine. Alright, attach. I'm gonna put another dimensional foam or sticker foam here. It would be nice to have a background though, because we're layering after all. Oh, the sticker paper just now. Right? What if I just tear a strip? I like when things look like organic and kind of carelessly put together, like not too much thought, although very intentional. Don't get me wrong. There's some cloth here that I think I can attach even a little bit. So a bit like this. It's almost like a sample strip of cloth glued down. It's like a seamstress little archival book. There we go. Okay, quite happy with that. Okay, I have this. This is the same stamp. Now we're going to do the other side. I'm going to put away some of this, or at least fold it away. It's this here. I really like the color of this stamp, you know, like how I said just now, you can see where there's ink and where there isn't, so you get even images all the time. You can make sure that it's evenly inked and stamped before actually putting it down on paper. Okay, so just lightly, just a little bit more at the bottom. Oh, ta-da! Done! Oh my gosh, love it. I love that it's overlapping a bit, and I think down here would look really nice as well with just a little bit of stamping. Overlay, yes, yes. A close-up of the whole book, the whole page. So wait, this is the first page. This is the dimensional cloth with the PET tape and stamping here. We have the dimensional book here. Look at the shadow. Look at the beautiful cloth that has been stamped on. Yeah, there you go. Alright, I think this is official, like we are done. I have to clap my hands again and say bye-bye, because that's my signature. Thanks for watching. Bye!